today, instead of doing what I usually do, which is, pick a random topic, talk about it for 10 or 15 minutes, I'm just gonna take a bunch of small topics and string them together. So first of all, the pronunciation of my name, YELLOGODMOTINA. That's it. It's so easy, baby. It's not Motina, it's Motina, bro. It's like when XXXTentacion was teaching people how to pronounce his name. Except that I'm not, as good of a songwriter. But so that's it for topic number one. The second topic I'm gonna talk about is the fact that I was a furry back in kindergarten. I remember 2 distinct instances of me wanting to become an animal. I mean, I kind of already am an animal, a hippopotamus. The first instance was, how you have nap time, and basically the fucking teachers herd all the kids at noon to sleep in their beds for an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. Well, basically me and really most of the children there, most of us didn't sleep at all. We just kind of fuck around quietly. And there was a carpet on the floor, and so I was like, hey dudes, check this shit out, I'm gonna transform into a butterfly. So what I did was I laid down on the carpet and I was like, alright, now roll me up. Roll me up. And they rolled me up, and I was just sitting there. I was just thinking, my heart is channeling. I was channeling my fucking chi, and just I don't know if it's some sort of complex underlying psychological thing where I believe myself to be a worm. so I was like, man, if I just roll up, I should have hatched into a butterfly. But it happened. It really did happen. I was just and all the kids around me, what was kind of strange to me, I mean, of course, kids are stupid, they believe anything you say, but none of them were hey, you're kind of an idiot right now, you're not gonna become a butterfly. They were all just yeah, do it, bro, it's gonna become a butterfly, dude, holy shit. The second instance of me being a furry in kindergarten was when I was climbing trees. I was just climbing random trees with friends, and I was I'm a squirrel, bro. It's so fucking random. I don't even remember what prompted it. We were just climbing the trees because nobody cared about the safety. They all just let us outside and let us do whatever the fuck we wanted. So we're all climbing trees, and out of nowhere, I'm just I'm a squirrel, bro. It's and everybody's just that's cool, bro. One person was even yeah, I'm a squirrel too. I feel squirrels are kind of often featured in anthropomorphic animated films, and that might be part of the reason as to why I wanted to become a squirrel at that point in my life. After that instance of me trying to become a squirrel, for weeks afterwards, I'd have vivid dreams of me this is gonna be a little cute, but I had vivid dreams of me pretending to be a squirrel with a girl that I liked in kindergarten that was also pretending to be a squirrel, and we had a squirrel romance. You can't fucking blame me. I was an innocent kid. Cringe wasn't even invented back then. Cringe was invented in fucking 2011. But I don't know. Yeah, it happened. I was almost a furry back in kindergarten. Ain't that some shit? The next topic I'm gonna talk about is a recent game that I played. Now, if you know me, which you don't, I don't play a lot of video games. It's not that I dislike video games, but I just struggle to find video games that I actually enjoy, that have unique concepts that I haven't already played. But this is a different type of game. This is a little ecchi gameなんですけど. It's a little hentai game. It's called Monster Girl Island, and it's really fucking good. So I was just going through Itch.io, I think it was Itch.io, and I stumbled across this gem, and at first I was the screenshots didn't look too promising, and I was whatever, this looks good enough. But then I started jacking it, and it's the thing about these games is that it's really easy to edge for a long time. So I was going for marathon runner fucking times. I wanted to edge for as long as I possibly could to bust the fattest nut in my fucking life. Because it was taking a really long time, I ended up playing for a lot of the game. It was just a prologue because the full game hadn't been released yet. But I played through a significant portion of it, and as I was playing it, I realized that it's actually a fucking good game. I was just... there's those fucking shitty memes about when you're watching a hentai, but the plot is pretty good, and it's got the fucking picture of Ash Ketchum naked. But this was generally one of these cases, and it's fucking really rare, and it's not even a popular game. It's not that popular. I think it's relatively well known, but it's not that popular. So I was playing it, and it's I realized that these characters were actually interesting. I actually cared about what they had to say. And the story itself, it was some meta story about at first it was just a typical isekai harem story where it's just oh man, I fucking fell asleep and woke up and in a place where there's a bunch of monster girls with big titties. Who could have guessed? So at first it's only that, but then they tie in like a weird meta plot. It gets heavy. I fucking lost the track of the plot, and at the same time I don't really want to spoil it, so I can't really talk about it too much. Because they got plot twists. What kind of fucking hentai has plot twists? Then the character designs, all of them memorable and unique, and it's like, bro, that's all I could ask for. And they cover a lot of bases too. They're not just doing missionary, although, you know, I'm an innocent little boy, I like vanilla shit. Wow, it's a lightning storm outside, holy shit. But they cover like all sorts of fetishes. You got humiliation, which I was not a fan of, but I mean, if you want that shit, it's like it's there. Shark girls, I mean, come on, we've all played Undertale. We know where this is going. You got slime girls, you got fucking like, what is it called? It's like they morph into they morph into different things. That's like a fetish too. You had anal, which is pretty rare, if you ask me. There's a spider and you get to fuck the web hole. It's amazing. Bro, and the fucking scenes themselves are kind of high quality. Like the writing ain't even too bad for them at the same time. You know, I'm used to like hentai being like fucking Fate Stay Night levels of writing, where it's just like, maybe she can't breathe out her mouth because it's filled with my penis type shit. But it's like, the writing was actually genuinely good. The scenes were good. The animations were good. The world design is also quite good. Like, the world is right on the verge of being too big, but it's just like the right size. It's just like, you know, it doesn't take too long to get from one end of the map to the other. It's great because like when you make a smaller map, the action's concentrated in a single spot, so you don't have to walk around all day just to fucking get to the scenes. The pacing was good as fuck too, because they don't wait too long to give you another hentai scene. You know, they don't, like a lot of these games, a lot of hentai games, they have like, oh yeah, you gotta go over the hills to Ragnarok the fucking gnome and bring back an axe and to fucking and then, you know, none of this here. Like every once in a while you just get a scene, like no bullshit attached. You don't have to fucking go through fire loops and shit to get there, so that's great too. The dog The dog is completely non-sexual, but it's like the most fun I fucking had in a video game in a long ass time. You get on that dog and you fucking ride into the sunset while this cheerful ass music plays. It's the best. It fucking rules. Overall, the game is excellent. I can't recommend it enough to anyone, and I'm gonna be buying it once the fucking full version comes out. It's almost too good, you know. I'm almost becoming a coomer because of it, and it's like, it's kind of a reason to worry, but at the same time, life is short, you know. You gotta come.